Hey everyone, how are you? Karen Dubs here, Flexible Warrior Yoga, Health and Wellness. I decided to be outside today because I'm one of those people that if I'm given the chance to be outside on a nice day, I am. However, it's a little bit windy, so hopefully you can hear me okay. Thanks for being here, whether you're live with me or you are participating later. No matter what we're going to do today is a 30-minute calm to the core. So what that means is, and by the way, 30 minutes, like take or give, so bear with me. Since we're live, it could be a little bit shorter or a little bit longer, but we're going to do 3 rounds of abs, okay, core strengthening, and then we're going to balance it out with some breathing techniques to kind of calm the mind and the body. So we're at a time right now where we really need to pull together and we really need to set that calm mindset. So as I've been saying over and over, to have that warrior spirit, that warrior mindset is so important, and we are unified here remotely, but you can either be a warrior or you can be a worrier. And as I always say, like worrying, one of my favorite quotes, worrying is praying for what you don't want. Or another quote that's in my book is, worrying is like trying to solve an algebra equation by chewing bubble gum. Have you heard that one? It's from a song, like from the 80s, I think. I'll try to read it for you guys later, the whole thing. But really, the mindset is so key. So it's really important that you practice your self-care, you do your exercise, you try to stay on the best schedule that you can. And what we're going to be doing today is strengthening the core center, which is really your home of perseverance. And so I think it's really a valuable thing to do really anytime, right? But right now, obviously. So come to a comfortable cross-legged position. You can rest your hands down onto your knees, pull your shoulders up, back, and down, create alignment and space in your spine and in your body. Take a deep breath in through your nose. If you'd like to, you can turn your palms to face up to receive that gift of stillness, calm, and peace. Take 2 more deep breaths in and out through your nose. So inhaling, trying to expand the rib cage, broaden through the collarbone, lengthen out through your spine. And as you exhale, try to consciously drop tension and worry and overwhelm. Let that all go for just a little bit. Okay, one more time. Take a deep breath in through your nose, blocking out distraction or whatever it is that's going on around you. Try to really commit to this next little while to strengthen your mind, body, and warrior spirit. Beautiful. Go ahead and make your way to child's pose. So drop your hips back onto your heels. Forehead can be down onto your mat. And just set back. So we're going to shift forward to your hands and knees and start with just a cat-cow. So you're going to inhale, tilt your tailbone up, drop your rib cage down. And as you exhale, you're going to round your spine. But just for today, I want you to curl your toes under and lift your kneecaps just an inch or 2 off of your mat. You should really feel your core as you do that, right? You feel the core, the spine rounding, pushing through the palms. As you inhale, you're going to point the toes, drop the rib cage, come into your regular cow pose. As you exhale, round up into cat, but curl your toes and lift your kneecaps up. Hold for 3. Nose pointed straight down, look between your hands. 2 and 1. Beautiful. One more time. Inhale, point the toes, drop the rib cage, lift the tailbone. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, round the spine, hollow the belly, and lift your kneecaps up for 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Go ahead and release your knees down. We're going to do spinal balance next. So I want you to kick your right leg straight back, extend your left arm straight forward, reach from your fingertips out through your heels. So really flex those toes down to the ground. Belly is pulled in and up, and you're breathing. And then go ahead and release your hand and your knee down. Let's switch sides. So right arm, left leg. Again, make sure those left toes are dropped straight to the ground. Heel is engaged and pushing away, and the right arm is stretching and reaching. And release it down. Let's do it a couple more times. So inhale to lift, exhale to lower, and really pull in and up through the belly. So you're really feeling strong through the core, but connected to your breathing, which is what's going to send that calming message from your mind into your body. One more time on each side. And this is your last one. Good. Now from here, I'm going to show you a modified version of knee to elbow. So you're just going to bring your right knee to your right elbow, right knee to your left elbow, right knee to your right elbow, and then release it back down. We're going to switch. So you're going to do this first one with your knee, both knees bent on the floor, right? So this is your modified version. If you want to do the straight leg version, you're here, straight leg, right knee to right elbow, left elbow, right elbow, and full plank, and then switch. Left, right, left, and switch. So either one of those are your options to start with. I'm already getting warm, so I'm going to peel a layer off. Make sure you drink lots of water, and always honor, protect, listen to your body. And at any time that you need to take a rest, then feel free to do that. Okay, it's your workout, it's your time, but again, really commit to this next little while to strengthen your warrior spirit. Okay, we're going to do a few rounds of half sun salutation just to continue our, I told you it was windy, continue our little warm up here. So hips back onto heels, forehead down, little rest. And let's go ahead and come into a downward facing dog. So lift your tailbone up to the sky, push through the palms. You can pedal the heels out right and left. And let's do a half vinyasa. So inhale to your plank and make sure you pause in your plank, engage the core, squeeze the belly in and up. Exhale, bend the elbows, lower half or all the way down. Inhale to a baby cobra. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale back to a downward facing dog. Now what we're gonna do is incorporate that knee to elbow. So you can shift forward, right? Your right knee to your right elbow. And again, your left knee can be on the mat if you wanna modify. Right knee to left elbow, right knee to right elbow, and then step back. Do it again. Other side. All right, and switch. Right, left, right, and step back. Left, right, left, and step back. One more time on each side. Getting that core warmed up. And this is your last one. And release it down. Good. And we're gonna do that cat-cow with that core variation. So you're gonna inhale, calming breath in. Exhale, tuck the tailbone around the spine, stretch the low back, curl your toes, lift your kneecaps up for 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Release, point your toes. Inhale, open the chest. Lift the tailbone, exhale, round the spine, hollow the belly, curl those toes, lift it up for 3, 2, and 1. Release it down one more time, point the toes, drop the ribcage, lift the tailbone, deep breath in. Exhale, push through the palms, round, tuck, and curl those toes, lift it up for 3, 2, and 1. Release it down. Good. So now we're going to come back to spinal balance, but we're going to do a little variation. So we're going to kick it from side to side. So you're going to put your left hand down, pivot your left foot out to the side, and come to a modified side plank. Okay? And then you're going to switch. I'm going to turn my back to you, right? Sorry, excuse me for that, but you're going to kick your right toes out, and then left arm stretches over to the side. Okay, and I'm just going to step back a little bit so you can see me a little bit better, but it's just going to take it out, spinal balance, to the side, and kick and switch. All right, so I just want you to continue to take it from side to side at whatever pace feels good for you. So feel free to go a little bit faster or a little bit slower, and really reach through those fingertips and through those toes. So you're making sure you're getting the full length in your body. And anytime we're going to do full side plank in this workout today, remember you can always modify with this bent knee version of modified side plank. All right, can you do one more on the other side? And release it down. Perfect job. All right, so now, hopefully you're a little bit more warmed up. Go ahead and sit back to child's pose. Take a deep breath in. And then shift your weight forward, curl your toes, come into downward facing dog, push back. And next we're gonna do a forearm plank. So you wanna shift your weight forward to a full plank. You can bend your knees if you want to come down. You're gonna come down to your forearms. Make sure those elbows are right underneath your shoulders, and you are a straight line of energy from the crown of your head back to your tailbone, from your shoulders to your hips to your heels. In other words, you're not here and you're not here, but you're right here, straight line. Now pivot into your left forearm and send your right arm straight up. Now if you need to modify, you just bend this bottom knee to the ground, to your mat, all good. Lift it up for 10, 9, 8, 7, do the best you can, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. We're going to release it down. We're going to do a little mermaid stretch, which I always think feels so good. So you just take it over and across, because as I always say, we don't want to just be strong. We want to be flexible too. So create a little space here. Doesn't that feel good? Take a deep breath and then come all the way up. We're going to switch sides. So come to your full plank first. Excuse me in advance, I'm going to be turning my back to you. So come down to your forearms. Make sure those elbows are right over the shoulders, right? You're in good alignment, yes? And you're breathing. Now flip to your right forearm. Take it to the side. Again, I'm turning my back, I'm so sorry. Lift your left hand up and lift that hip up to the sky. Hold it, pulse it up, pulse, pulse. Get that hip as high to the sky as you can. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release it down. We're going to come into that mermaid stretch. We're going to take it to the other side. So dropping it over and across. Get that good side stretch. Ah, feels so good. Stretching out the rib cage on the side. Take a deep breath. And then bring it all the way up. Awesome job. So now we're going to do my favorite, like this is old school favorite bicycle. You guys remember bicycle, but honestly, throughout all time, like bicycle is one of the best exercises to recruit a lot of muscle fiber and a lot of core strength. So go ahead and lie down on your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little hug for showing up here today, carving out this self-care time. Now breathe. Send that message of calm, positive energy to your mind and into your body. And then go ahead and bring your hands behind your head, okay? Lift your head, neck, and shoulders up from the floor. Left elbow, right knee. Now I know you can't see both my toes, but really reach long through your legs. Think of shoulder, opposite hip. Get that rotation, take a deep breath in, relax your head back into your hands and smile. And switch right elbow to left knee. Hold it and breathe. Reach through your toes, right shoulder to left hip, and then continue to switch it out, okay, from side to side. Slow motion. I always say this, like we are not on a speed racer bike here. This is not the time for speed racing. In fact, the slower that you go, the more muscle fiber you recruit. So I really want you to be mindful with your movement. Send that calm message from your mind and into your body. So we're not only strong, but we're also very peaceful and calm. Because again, that worrying is sending a negative message to your mind and into your body. We don't need that. We don't have time for that. So be strong and positive and resilient and have that positive, contagious energy to share with other people. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Relax back down. You can turn your head a little bit from side to side. I'll scooch a little bit further away so you can see this next one is going to be knee drops. I'm going to show you a couple modifications for it. So your hands can come out to a T position, flat on the ground with your palms facing down. Your knees will be out over your hips, otherwise in a tabletop position for Pilates. You're going to take an inhale first. So inhale, peace. As you exhale, drop your knees towards the right. Try to keep your left shoulder down. Take an inhale and then recruit the muscles along the obliques on the left. Sorry if there was a little pause there for a second. It looked like connection problem. Take it all the way to the left. Now control from your right. Come all the way back to center and do it again. So take it from side to side. Now the modification, if this is feeling like enough for you, then you're just going to stay with this, right? Really great for the obliques. But if you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, you take it over. You can extend your top leg out. Well, this is an interesting set. So really reach through your toes. Bend your top knee and then bring it back to center. So take it over to your left. You can extend your right leg out straight, reach through your right toes, bend that knee and bring it back to center. Now see how that feels for you. Okay, so just the top leg is extending out. Gosh, I would have done a pedicure had I known that my feet were going to be right in the camera there. I didn't really think that one through, but hey, whatever. Okay, so if that's feeling okay for you, then you're going to extend both legs out, right? Yes, we're going to try both legs out. Oh, hello, Luna. Bend your knees and come back to center. Now, of course, we're breathing. Inhale, extend and reach, and bend, and come back to center. Whichever variation you're doing, do 1 more on each side. So take it to the side. Hi, sweetie. And bend. And so all my dogs are rescue dogs. Very lovey. If you are interested in fostering or rescuing, this is a wonderful time to do it because the shelters are so full. Okay, bring it all the way back to center. Good job. So the next thing that we're going to do is bridge walk. Okay, so your feet are flat. Your hands are down by your side. You're going to take a deep breath in through your nose.
Excuse me, Luna. You're gonna press through your feet and lift your hips up to the sky. Let me scoot her out to the way so you can see. She loves yoga, right? Anytime my yoga mat comes out, I'm sure if you have dogs, you feel the same way. So this is your bridge pose, right? Your knees are hip bone distance apart. Your feet are pushing evenly. Your hips are guiding up to the sky. Your hands are pushing down. Now your bridge walk is you're just gonna transfer your weight to your right foot and then to your left foot. And that's it. So take it super slow. And here's what I want you to really focus on is not moving much from your hips. That's the hard part. So you're not just like walking side to side and your hips are all over the place. You're mindfully transferring your weight from one foot to the other, and your foot doesn't have to lift up high. It can be low, right? But you're lifting and lowering mindfully, trying to keep your hips up as high as you can, and you're breathing. Let's do 6 more. Okay, so bridge walk. And if you want to take that top leg, by the way, and kick it out, you can do that too. So you can straighten it all the way out. That works. See if that feels good for you. But again, mindfully stabilize from your hips so you're not rocking a lap. 1 more on each side. Beautiful job. Now lift both hips up, really engage those glutes. Take a deep breath in. And then lift up through the heels so the toes are up and try to roll one vertebra down onto your mat at a time. So it's really good through your low back. Stretch that low back and then hug your knees into your chest. Good job. Rock it from right to left. We are going on to boat pose next. Oh, sorry, boat pose. We're going to do leg drops first and then boat pose. So we'll start with bent knee version of leg drops first. And a lot of you have done this with me before. So this is the easier version where you're going to tap one toe down. Exhale, lift it back up. Tap the left toe down. Exhale, bring it back up. Now here's what's really important. Notice you're not moving from your rib cage. That's what really makes it a core exercise. You're just moving from your hip. You're not bending your knee. Okay, so the movement's really coming from the hip. You're not doing this from the knee, right? You're moving from your hip, but you're feeling your core stable at the same time. Now, if that feels okay for you, you can do both legs together, down and up, down and up. Again, keeping the core pulled in, the spine neutral, and the breathing, that calm message of positive energy coming in with each breath. Excellent job. Now, if that feels okay, you can do straight leg version, and your hands can certainly be under your sacrum and tailbone as you lower all the way down and all the way back up. But the important part is, no matter what variation you're doing here, is there's no momentum, and you're not sacrificing your form, and you're not sacrificing your breathing to do a better version or a bigger, more dramatic version, right? You're going with what best feels for your body, and you're protecting your back. And we're breathing. Let's do 3 more. Inhale and exhale. And last 2. And lift it up. And this is your last one. And lift it all the way back up. Excellent job. Hug your knees into your chest. And we are going to do boat pose next. So what you're going to do is catch your balance the best that you can. You're going to rock and roll yourself up, catching your balance right here in your boat pose. So in your boat pose, I want you to be balanced right behind your sacrum and tailbone. Your collarbone is lifted. In other words, you're not slumping here. You're open and lifted. You can either keep your hands underneath your knees for some support. Beautiful. You can let go if you feel comfortable doing so. You can turn your palms to face the sky because that is the openness to receiving. And then if you want to, you can straighten your legs and let go. Okay, so whatever you're choosing to do it with all you've got. Lift your heart, breathe in deeply, smile a little bit, take 1 more breath, and release out of it. Now you can either step or hop to plank. So whichever way you want to get yourself into plank, go ahead and step or hop yourself there. You can do a vinyasa, so elbows will bend and you'll lower down. Inhale to your cobra and get that good stretch to the abs. So as I always say, we're not only strong, but we're flexible and resilient as well. Curl your toes, lift your hips up, come into downward facing dog. Good. So in your downward facing dog, we're going to shift forward and we're going to do that knee to elbow again. So again, you can modify with your bent knee version or straight leg version. Knee to elbow, elbow across, elbow, and step back. Elbow, 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 step back. You got it? Across and step back. Knee, knee,
knee, and step back. One more on each side. And this is your last one. Excellent job. Release it down. So from here, you can either come back to your spinal balance like we did earlier, or you can come into Superman. So remember that the muscles along the back of your body are part of your core and equally as important. So you can either keep doing spinal balance if that feels better, or you can inhale, hover up to Superman, exhale, lower back down. Inhale, lifting up, exhale, lowering down. If you want to challenge yourself more with your Superman, you can reach your arms straight out in front of you. Okay, a longer lever length is more challenging, so keep doing that, or sticking with your spinal balance. Similar benefit, but just different variations. So do what feels best for your body. And let's do one or two more. So one or two more just to level it out. Excellent job. Okay, we're coming back to our forearm plank, and I'm gonna give you the option to do a full side plank this time if you want. So coming down to forearm plank, check your alignment that your elbows are straight underneath your shoulders. Step your feet back so you are a straight line of energy. Crown of the head out to tailbone, hips, shoulders, heels in one line. Pivot to the side, lift it up, 10, 9. You can look up to your top thumb too if you like. 7 more, 7, 6, 5. Stick with me, guys. 3, 2, and 1. Lower down, let's get that mermaid stretch. Take it over and across. Beautiful. And let's switch sides. So I'm gonna go this way so I don't have to turn my back to you this time, but come down to a forearm plank again. And then pivot to your right arm, left hand to the sky, and lift it up for 10, 9, 8, 7. Good. Get that hip bone up as high as you can, really engaging those core muscles for 3, 2, and 1. Release it down. Mermaid stretch is a Pilates stretch. It feels so good. I like to integrate Pilates. I did Pilates training years ago and mostly just integrate it with my yoga because it feels good. Go ahead and lift it all the way up. Beautiful job. We're going to do full side plank this time. Now you can do the forearm plank if that feels better for you. We're coming to a full plank position, straight legs, still straight line of energy. Hands are straight under shoulders, hips, heels in one line. Toes are together to touch, by the way. And the reason why is that when we pivot to the side, we'll be in a straight line and the ankles will immediately be stacked. I think I'm losing my headband here. There it is. Lift it up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Best core exercises. 3, 2, and 1. Square off to your mat. You have the option to do a vinyasa, take it or leave it. So optional vinyasa. Coming back to your plank to switch into your right hand. So switch into your right hand. Sorry, I'm turning my back. Here we go again. Lift it up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and 2, and 1. Square off. Make sure you've got everything aligned. Optional vinyasa. Take it or leave it. Up to you. Take a deep breath, stretch it all out, and push back. Beautiful job, you guys. Okay, thanks for hanging with me. Lie down on your back. We're going to do bicycle next. We only have about 5 minutes left, so stay strong. We'll finish with that calm breathing exercise. So lie on down, hands behind the head, bicycle. Take it out from side to side. Each time I extend my leg straight, what you can't see that's right out of the picture, probably for you, is that I'm getting my dog, my foster dog, a little pat on the back with my toes. And he is not complaining, I will tell you that much. So, whatever it takes, make sure your shoulder is coming to your opposite hip, and you're really getting that rotation through the spine and recruiting as much muscle fiber as you can. Relax your head back into your hands. And let's do 4 more nice and slow. Long line of energy through your toes, right? You're doing the best you can with each repetition. Don't cheat yourself, make it worthwhile. This is your last one. And lower down, hug your knees into your chest
for our knee drops, okay? So the knee drops, again, the variations are hands out into a T position, palms facing down. You're gonna drop your knees over to the right, extend one leg straight, both legs straight, or keep your knees bent, okay? So lots of different options, but here's the deal. You breathe in as you rotate, you breathe out as you extend, breathe in, exhale, contract, breathe back in. Inhale to the side, exhale, extend, inhale, bend, exhale, contract, bring it back to center. Keep flowing with your breath. So feel free to go a little faster, a little slower. You do you, I do me, and it all works. Beautiful job. This is your last one. Over, extend, bend, and bring it back in. Beautiful. Okay, so here's our bridge walk next. Hands are down by your ears. You're going to take a deep, calming breath in. So breathe in peace. Exhale, ground your heels down. Lift your hips up. Good. Make sure the weight is evenly distributed through both feet. Transfer your weight to your right foot. Pick your left foot up. And then take a little walk in your bridge from taking it side to side. Now your variation is you can just pick up one foot and then the other. Very short, maybe an inch or two, or you can kick your foot all the way up to the sky. But what really matters is you're stabilizing from your hips. You're not rocking around. You feel a little bit of movement, and that's fine. But for the best part of it, you're really maintaining a sense of peace and calm and centeredness through the very middle of your body. You got it? One more time on each side. And last one. Beautiful. Go ahead and lift the heels. We're going to try to roll one vertebra down onto your mat. Your low back is the very last thing to come down, and you just go ahead and hug your knees into your chest and rock it around for our leg drops. So remember the variation. Your hands can be under your sacrum if you like. Your palms are facing down, hands are under the sacrum. That gives you just a little bit more stability. You can do one leg at a time. Hello, Bruno. One leg at a time or both legs down and up. Maybe I was getting on his nerves a little bit. Too much foot action. I don't know. That's my foster dog, by the way. That's Bruno. He is available through True Rescue. He's an amazing dog. He's a Mastiff mix. He was in a high kill shelter in Texas and was about 24 hours away from being euthanized, honestly, before we agreed that we would take him in and foster him. From New Year's Day, we have had him, and we're having him here a little bit longer than we expected because of all of this that's going on in the world. But hey, it's all good. He's a wonderful dog. So remember, you can do this straight leg variation. I was chatting so much I forgot to remind you, but hopefully you reminded yourself what your variations are. So you do the best you can. Make sure you're not using momentum, but you're mindfully slowing down so you're calm and powerful. Calm and powerful. Go ahead and hug your knees into your chest. Nice job, you guys. We're going to do boat pose next. Take a deep breath in. See if you can catch your balance without touching your toes to the mat. Sometimes it needs a little support with your hands or your thighs. I'm going to pivot to the side so it's a little easier on my neck. And then your options are unlimited, right? Do what feels good. This time I'm going to give you the option to lower down to low boat, which just means your low back is on your mat, but your upper rib cage is lifted, and then catching yourself back up into your high boat. So let's try to do that 10 times, okay? So down and up, 10, and lift it up. Straight legs or bent knees. 9, 8, no momentum. I know it's hard. I'm not saying it's easy, but what in life that is worthwhile is easy? That's my question. Down and up, exhale as you lift. Inhale, don't let gravity take you. Do the best you can to control it and lift it up. These are your last 3 ones, and then we're gonna stretch out. Okay, so finish strong. As I always say, put as much energy into the end as you did the beginning, and then there is no failure, right? Last one here, take it down and all the way up. I don't know about you, but I felt that a lot in my quads and my hip flexors. So just to finish out, let's do a quad hip flexor stretch because that'll feel really good. And it's a balance pose. So balance poses always send a calming message
to the mind and the body, so that's a beautiful thing. We'll come back to spinal balance to start. So right leg back, left arm forward. Stay with me here. Take a deep breath in. Bend your right knee, reach back and see if you can find your right foot with your left hand. You will not be disappointed to do this stretch, so do it with me. Stretch out your quad and hip flexor. Should feel really good. Focus your eyes on one spot. That helps to send a calming message to your central nervous system as well. Take a deep breath and release back to spinal balance. And let's switch sides. So left leg, right arm, breathe in. Bend your left knee, reach back, find your foot. Might require a little bit of searching, but you will find it eventually. And then kick your toes to the sky as you press your toes into your hand, your top of the foot into your hand. Get that awesome stretch for your quad and hip flexor. Doesn't that feel good? I know. Take a deep breath in and release it down. Excellent work, you guys. I'm so proud of you. So cross your legs. We're gonna finish out by sending that message of calm to the core. So not only is your core strong and engaged, your home of perseverance and power center, but you're also calm. Because as I always say, it's not only survival of the fittest, it is also survival of the calmest. So, or more survival of the calmest. Relax your hands down, roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Open and lift your heart. Home of love and compassion. The love and compassion needs to start with ourselves first. So we must fill our own self-care cup first in order to be able to share any positive energy with anybody else around us. So remember that self-care is the opposite of selfish. Palms facing the sky, thumb and index finger together to touch. Take a deep cleansing breath in. Exhale, let it go, and feel that sense of peace come over your body as you continue to exhale. And do that 2 more times. So deep cleansing breath in. And exhale, soften tension, let go of worry, anxiety, and overwhelm. Even just for a split second in time, let it go. And 1 more time, deep cleansing breath in. And long, slow exhale out. So for the next 60 seconds, just sit in stillness. Allow your mind to drift away a little bit. If you can, bring awareness to 1, 2, or maybe 3 things that you feel grateful for, that makes you smile, that brings you joy. Continue to breathe and enjoy a moment of stillness. And then go ahead and open your eyes and bring your hands together in prayer at heart center. Remember that the definition of yoga means unity. We are united, we are together in this. And I hope that you continue to practice that warrior spirit, that warrior mindset. And let's take a deep breath in together. So inhale, reach your arms all the way out and up. Gather good positive energy, calm to the core. Exhale, draw it in and back to your heart center space. The light within me honors and acknowledges the same light that is within each of you. Thank you for being here and sharing your positive energy. Namaste. So I truly believe we are all part of a positive ripple effect, at least we can be. So what you're choosing to do and the intentions that you set and the self-care that you take helps you be a positive force for other people to share that positivity. So I said I would read this quote to you, and so somehow remember to pull it out. Yeah, the wind is picking up, that's for sure. Okay, here it is. It's by Baz Luhrmann, and it's from a song called To Wear Sunscreen. Everybody's free to wear sunscreen. I think it's a graduation speech, but it's in the back of my book because it was a very meaningful quote to me at one point in my life. It still is. I'll try to explain that a little bit more. So here it is. Don't worry about the future. Know that worrying is as effective as trying to solve an algebra equation by chewing bubble gum. The real troubles in your life are apt to be things that never crossed your worried mind. The kind that blindside you at 4 p.m. on some idle Tuesday. So in other words, worrying is not drawing positivity to us, right? So what we can control is our own self-care, our own mindset, our warrior mindset, and we can't control the rest of it. There's so much that we can't control. And worrying, as I said earlier, worrying is focusing our energy on what we don't want. So if we can instead focus our energy on what we do want, our gratitude, our joy, our self-care, and all of those things, then we're going to attract more of that to us, and of course we'll have more of that to share with other people. That's the idea. So thank you guys again so much for being here. My doggies and I thank you. This one always steals my yoga mat. The other ones not so much. So thank you again. I hope to see you again very soon. Again, please subscribe to my channel, like, share. You can share it to Pinterest, Facebook. I love when you tag me too at Flexible Warrior. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and Instagram at Flexible Warrior. And my website is flexiblewarrior.com. So peace, you guys. Thank you. Take good care of yourself, and I hope to see you soon.